I'm Rob Rader, and this video is about changing strings on bass guitars. Changing bass strings is really one of the easiest things to do once you know how it works, but if you haven't done it before, it can be a little confusing, so hopefully we'll take care of that right now. One question I get a lot is, how do I know which way to turn the key if I want to take the string off? And an easy way to do that is to actually play the open string that you're going to change, turn the key, and when you hear the pitch go down like that, you know you're turning it the right way. Keep lowering that pitch until the string gets slack. And before too long, you'll be at a point where you can lift the string right out of the tuning key post. Once you've got the string off of the tuning key post, you may need to straighten it out a little bit so that you can take it back through the bridge easily. Make sure you don't mess up those saddles. As far as taking the string off is concerned, that's all there is to it. Go ahead and get your new string out. Unwrap it so it's straight. And you can see there's a small hole in the bridge that we're going to insert the string into. Another thing that helps a little bit is to put a teeny bend in the string when you're about to put it into the bridge, and then the end of the string will stick up where it's really easy to pick it up. Pull the string through the bridge, straight through the bridge like that. Now, once you've got the string through the bridge, you're ready to connect the other end to the tuning key post, tighten it up, and tune it up to the right pitch. One thing that you should be sure to do is trim the string so that there's not too much string wrapped around that tuning key post. Perfect is about 2.5 wraps, 3 wraps is okay, but much more than that will mean that you have a big pile of wrapped up string sitting on top of string on that post, and that's not a real solid connection. You'll find that the bass tends to go out of tune a lot more easily than you'd like it to. For me, the perfect way of getting the right amount of string onto the tuning key post is to take about the length of my little finger past where the string meets the post. So here I've got the string meeting up with the post. I'll check with my little finger. I can see that I need to cut it right about here. So I just get a regular old pair of pliers, clip that string, and that leaves me with just the right amount so that I'll have enough wraps for a good solid connection, but I won't have too many wraps and have the bass going out of tune all the time. Obviously, everybody's fingers are slightly different sizes, and tuning key posts on bass guitars come in different sizes too, so the best thing to do is to find a point of reference that works for you so that you get just enough string to put about 2.5, or maybe 3 wraps on the post every time you change string. Once you've got the string trimmed to the right size, what you want to do is take the very end of the string and put it into that hole that's drilled down the center of the tuning key post. So I'm taking the string here and just popping the end straight down vertically into the tuning key post. You can see from the top it looks like that, from the side it looks like that. And what I want to do then is take one of the slots in the side of the tuning key post, bend the string over, put a good solid hard bend, and then bend it around so that it's got a good solid connection with that tuning key post and is coming right back out into the nut. At that point, I want to make sure that there's all linear force on the bass. I want to make sure that there's no twisting forces on the bass string. So I'm just going to let the string lie slack and hold it down over the fretboard while I torque it up with the tuning key. And this may take a moment. Once I start to have more than one wrap around the edge of the tuning key, I want to make sure that the wraps that come next are going below the first wraps so that the string is bent over the nut and it's not sitting in there loosely. Wrapping it up the rest of the way, I can feel the string start to tighten. And somewhere around that point, when it's tight enough to feel like a normal bass string, check the pitch. Comparing my G string open to the 5th fret of my D string. Still got a ways to go. Somewhere around there. And I'll check with harmonics. And when it's that close, I'm ready to plug into the tuner and make sure it's good. You You're probably going to find that most strings stretch a little bit when you first put them on, so a bit of will help get them stretched out, or a little bit of bending. Go ahead and check the tuning again. There you go. Before too long, it'll sit in tune like a normal string, and your bass will sound beautiful.